264 BC. Rome has never had a navy, not one warboat. And suddenly, war with Carthage, the maritime superpower controlling the entire Western Mediterranean. Carthage, a Phoenician city-state in North Africa, on the site of modern Tunisia. By 264 BC, the wealthiest maritime power in the Mediterranean, with a fleet of several hundred ships. The Corvus was a wooden bridge with an iron spike. It fell onto the enemy ship, gripped the deck. Legionaries crossed and turned a naval battle into a land battle. This changed the rules. The First Punic War lasted 23 years. Rome lost fleets in storms, built new ones, lost battles, built again. In 241 BC, it won its first province, Sicily. The word Punic, from Latin punicus, Phoenician. 3 Punic Wars, 264 to 146 BC. 118 years of war for Mediterranean dominance. Rome ultimately won. This is Roman character. Rome never accepted defeat as a final answer. Always built more, always came back. This is not strategy. It is temperament. 218 BC. The Carthaginian general Hannibal Barca makes a decision nobody thought possible. Lead an army across the Alps in winter with war elephants. 38,000 infantry, 8,000 cavalry, and 37 war elephants set out from Spain through Gaul. The Alpine crossing, about 15 days. Losses enormous. Almost all the elephants died in the passes. Nobody thought it possible, which is exactly why Hannibal did it. Rome was not expecting an attack from the north. Its armies were in Spain and Africa. Hannibal entered Italy from behind. 216 BC, the Battle of Cannae. Hannibal, about 50,000 against 86,000 Romans, used the double envelopment, surrounding the larger enemy on all sides simultaneously. The result at Cannae: 47 to 70,000 Romans killed in one day. 2 consuls, 80 senators, 29 military tribunes. The largest single Roman defeat in history. And Rome did not surrender. After Cannae, Hannibal did not march on Rome. He decided Rome cannot be taken by force, only by persuading its allies to abandon it. Most allies did not. This proved a strategic error. Rome responded to Cannae, banned mourning for more than 30 days, and raised a new army. 3 words: keep fighting. This is perhaps the most Roman moment in all of Roman history. 202 BC, the Battle of Zama, North Africa. The meeting of the 2 greatest generals of their age, Publius Cornelius Scipio against Hannibal. Scipio was 34 years old. Before the battle, Scipio and Hannibal met personally. 2 commanders looked each other in the eyes. Negotiations led nowhere. They parted, and the next day fought to the death. Scipio had studied Hannibal's tactics over years of war. At Zama, he used Hannibal's own double envelopment against him. Hannibal lost his first and only battle in his life. After the victory, Scipio did not destroy Carthage. He allowed the city to survive, imposing tribute. This is statesmanship. Later, Cato the Elder would demand otherwise, again and again. Hannibal lived another 20 years in exile, served various kings, building armies against Rome. In 183 BC, surrounded by Roman agents, he took poison. To the end, unbroken. Scipio died in the same year, 183 BC. Both great generals gone in 1 year.
Hannibal by poison, Scipio in involuntary exile, disappointed by Rome's politics. History knows how to close its chapters. By 133 BC, all of this, Rome, Spain, North Africa, Greece, Asia Minor, the Romans called the Mediterranean Mare Nostrum, our sea, literally their property.
146 BC, the Third Punic War. Cato the Elder ended every Senate speech with, "Furthermore, I consider that Carthage must be destroyed." Every speech, whatever the subject.
Carthage was destroyed completely. The city razed to the ground, salted, according to tradition. Historians dispute the salt legend, but Carthage no longer exists. That is a fact.
But the victory carried the seeds of dissolution. Hundreds of thousands of slaves flooded Italy. Italian peasants, backbone of the army and society, were ruined by competition with slave labor.
This is the paradox of victory. Rome conquered the world, and by this conquest destroys social foundation that made it great. From this will grow the Gracchus, Marius, Sulla, Caesar.
Provincial wealth flowed into Rome. Aristocratic villas, slave labor, ruined peasants moved to cities. The Republic grew rich and quietly rotted from within. Outwardly, brilliance. Within, a fault line.
133 BC, Tiberius Gracchus, tribune of the people, aged 30, stood right here at this platform. He proposed a land reform to redistribute state lands to landless peasants. The Senate refused. Tiberius bypassed the Senate and brought the bill directly to the popular assembly, breaking constitutional custom. Then sought re-election to a second term, another breach of tradition. On the day of the vote, senators attacked Tiberius in the popular assembly, killed him with legs broken from benches. The first political murder in Rome in several centuries. The bodies of Tiberius and 300 supporters were thrown into the Tiber. The Senate refused official burial. Not only murder, but desecration of memory. This too was a signal. Tiberius' brother, Gaius Gracchus, tried to continue reforms in 123 BC. Introduced subsidized grain, extended citizenship, clashed with the Senate again. In 121 BC, surrounded, took his own life. 3,000 of Gaius Gracchus' supporters were executed without trial after the emergency Senate decree, the Senatus Consultum Ultimum, the first emergency decree in history against a state's own citizens. After the Gracchi, Rome entered a century of civil wars. Marius and Sulla, Spartacus, Caesar and Pompey, Octavian and Antony, each generation a new cycle of violence. The Republic died, wounding itself.